So here I am with my marker paper, right? Got my marker paper. I've marked the front of it before I took it out of the pad. I'm going to draw or transfer a figure. So I'm using the back side with my pencil because I don't want it to smear, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go from top to bottom, the rundown that we did last time, very quickly. So that head up here is going to be so first of all, I'm going to mark the center, okay? So what I've got here is I'm going to have an upside down egg with the chin being a little bit narrower than the top. I'm also going to mark the brow line. Now, because we haven't gotten to hair yet, but I'm going to go ahead and do kind of a skull cap up here so she doesn't look so naked. But right there at the brow line, I'm also going to put a couple little commas back and forth for ears. All right, not going to go to the facial features yet. Down to the neck, coming about a little bit more than halfway. I'm going to slope off to the shoulders. Don't want to add any more width to the shoulders here. At the meeting of the neck and shoulder line here, I'm going to put the pit of the neck. I'm also going to put those collarbones. Going to go up here, add a little bit of volume for the deltoid muscle, but not so much that it looks like I've got super wide shoulders, okay? The deltoid muscle is going to end around the place that you see that mark for the armpits. From the armpit to the elbow, going to give it a little bit of shape, just a little bit. Here at the elbow, I'm going to put a little divot there, okay? That's kind of important. Then I'm going to make it a little bit wider on the outside, just by this long, low arc. Give it a little bit of a bump there, and then come down to the hands, which are not mandatory for y'all. So going to just give it a little bit of shape there, okay? Going to do that hand, trying to get this as symmetrical as possible. Now I'm going back up here, okay? This right here is kind of going to show up here with the arms. I didn't really go over it the most, but from the armpit to the waist, I'm going to round out from that original line and give me some room for the rib cage. And don't make your breasts come up here, okay, y'all? That's going to be too weird. But if you right here at the elbow, if you start there, armpit, start there, give yourself some breasts here. And you could be doing this without the guide. That's fine. Here at the waist, right in the middle or lower sometimes, I'm going to add a belly button, which is just a comma right there. Actually, I'm going to go up here and give it a little bit of cleavage here. Now, going from the waist to the low hip, I'm going to add a little bit more volume, rounding out. Going to also round out that crotch, just like we did it before. Going to come down here. And I'm not going to put anything on this first one. I'm not going to give her anything but skin tone. Down from the low hip to the knee, you can pretty much stick to that line, but you're going to come in a little bit for that kneecap. And when you get to the knee at about 6, a little above that, I like to put those things that look like a little bit like quotation marks. Okay? And then down here, going to have kind of a long, low arc on the outside. Do that both sides. Going to have a little bit of a calf muscle here. Not completely necessary, but if you just kind of make a sort of rounded thing, you come down to the ankle, and down here, I'm just going to add those upside down coffin feet. Okay? Don't want to make them too near each other. Now, I have marked the middle of this, okay? So the thing is that what I can do here, and I suggest that you do the same because this is going to help you when you create your template. If I fold on that line, and what's that line called in the middle? The balance line. Thank you very much. Okay, so if I go to this balance line, fold it in half, and I'm going to see, I don't know if you can see this right here, but I'm not too far off, okay? I've done this a while. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make 2 of these on the opposite, on the wrong side. Now this time I'm going to use one of my other, let me see. I'm going to use one of my figures from before, and that one's going to be more of a 10 head. So I'm going to give that, and you can do these really quickly. Try to get them to be symmetrical, but if not, I understand, because there's a lot of times when I'm doing these figures and for some reason my right side is always a little shorter than my left side. By the way, fashion models in general have more symmetrical features than the rest of us. That's why the camera loves them. So I'm just getting myself 2 figures on here. This time I'm going to add a swimsuit. And when I add that swimsuit, remember, I'm going to curve out the lines. Okay? I'm going to give myself a little bit of shape to the arms. Don't have to go nuts with it. Just want a natural looking figure here. Okay? Because what you don't want is you don't want people looking at your fashion figure or looking at you while you're designing clothes and say, whoa, that's weird. That whoa, that's weird is going to be, that's not the best thing to do. Now, over here, what I'm going to do now is I'm simply going to turn this over. Okay? So now I've got my 2 figures here. So go ahead and trace off a couple of figures. You can also do it on this stuff here. This stuff will take marker better than your sketchbook paper. That sketchbook paper is going to be a little bit nubbly. Now for me, I'm going to take another sheet of marker paper. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to take out a skin tone marker. Try not to make it too dark. Okay? You don't want to go way dark with this exercise. You also want to have, so this right here, okay, I'm going to turn this off because sometimes you just don't get accurate color. Okay, so for this one, if I go like this, I'm thinking that this might be a little bit dark. Okay, so I'm going to go, and I'm just using, like, I got these cheap skin tone marker from Amazon. Okay, and I'm telling you right now, if you get these cheap markers from Amazon, you may not even have to buy another colored marker, because quite frankly, some of these are kind of beggar the imagination, if you will. So I'm going to get out